John Denver was a huge part of my childhood. I'm 41. The friends of mine in high school were listening to Tupac and Metallica and Nirvana, and I was listening to this old guitar. And they didn't like that. So when I found out that I had this opportunity to play in front of an audience who love and appreciate John Denver, I wanted to write something inspired by him. You know, the beautiful songs that you're going to hear, the ballads and the fun stuff that he does, but he also had some really funny stuff and quirky stuff like Saturday Night in Toledo, Ohio. And that is what I kind of channeled when I wrote this song. And I wrote it yesterday, and I finished a couple of lines about 20 minutes ago. So, no, I'm not checking my fantasy basketball stats. I'm reading lyrics. But this is a song that was inspired. The idea was inspired when I was at the grocery store, and 2 aisles over there was a gentleman who was whistling. And after about 40 minutes, he was still whistling. And it was very annoying to me, like nails on a chalkboard. And I'm going, who does this guy think he is? And then I realized, thinking about it, why would that bother me? You know, why would that be a pet peeve? Because I've never heard anybody whistling unhappy. Typically, when you're whistling, you're happy. So I thought, you know what, the next time something gets on my nerves, I'm going to try whistling. And that's what this song is about. There are a number of things in life that can tick us off. And during portions of this song, I will list some off. But then I'll move on to the point that I'm trying to make, with the hopes that when this song is done, you're still awake. Things like flat tires, running out of gas, a Viking catching a Packers pass. Or how you felt when someone asked when you're due, but you weren't pregnant. When your propane tank is extremely low, but you didn't check, so you didn't know. And your wife's upset because her dinner's cold, and she says, you should have used charcoal. Well, are you with me? Are you listening? We could make this world a better place just by whistling. Cause if you find yourself barefoot in the thistle, as long as you can take another breath, you can learn to whistle. I'll admit it wasn't easy the first time that I tried, but I had been on hold an hour or more when that battery died. And as I tried to find my charger, I'll admit I cried and used almost every curse word in the book. Cause sometimes it rains down on your parade, and when that happens, you're not in the mood for lemonade. And the opposite of acceptance is dismissal. So as long as you can take another breath, you can learn to whistle. And now it's Friday night, and you're right where you want to be, until that stranger sitting next to you sings loud and way off key. But before you bite their head off, close your eyes and breathe. We can practice this right now with the Andy Griffith theme. Feels good, doesn't it? Give yourselves a round of applause. So whistle through that blizzard on the 10th of May, and whistle when that car holds up the passing lane. That's a tough one. But if you find yourself in a gunfight with no pistol, you better close your eyes and hope and pray the other guy learned how to whistle. Good night, you guys. Thank you very much.